us succeed. Let's make sure that history never forgets the name. Enterprise. Guard out.
Our lives are different to anybody else's. That's the exciting thing. Nobody in the universe can do what we're doing.
Greenville, I am calling battle station. Anything can happen in the next half hour.
Oh, hundreds and hundreds, but don't worry. I started a very long time ago.
Calling the War Council of Gallifrey. This is the Doctor.
You might say I've been doing this all my lives.
Good luck.
Stand by.
Ready. Commencing calculations. Zoom me there.
Cross the boundaries that divide one universe from another.
Got to lock onto his coordinates.
And for my next trick, I didn't know when I was well off. All 12 of them.
No, sir.
Ah! All 13!
I don't know what to tell you, people. Holy fuck. I was just watching Real Doctor Who, right? Like, I watched this thing. The weirdest thing. Like, it was the weirdest thing. I saw this weirdest thing tonight. That it said Doctor Who on the thing, right? Little triangle, diamond, like Then yeah, I like a bit of Doctor Who. It was this weird show with like these like I don't know, kind of like giant toy robots and spaceships and stuff. And they kidnapped this nurse who was like kind of hot, but kind of fucked off all the time. At first, at the beginning, there was this like sad bloke, pathetic person trying to get off with her badly. And it hates white people. It's this weird show. And then this black guy shows up and he's in a dress. And he's running after, and he knows this woman, the whoever it is, right? The kind of pissed off woman. I don't know. And then he chases after her, and it gets kind of like weird time travel stuff. So it's kind of like Doctor Who, and there are bits in it that looks like Doctor Who. Like they got this like blue box they go into, and it's bigger on the inside. That was like Doctor Who, but like somewhat unrecognizable. It really is. I mean, it really, really, genuinely is. I think that bore zero relation to anything that happened from Doctor Who 1963 to 2017. Like zero relation. I mean, like, just Shooting Cat was badly cast. This is I would say a lightly written episode, right? Look, Russell T Davies genuinely is past his prime. I think, look, Brexit and Trump was just too much for him. And Trump coming back, I mean, it's too much for him, right? I think it's too much for him. Keir Starmer being a massive failure, rampant anti-Semitism from left, which he's a party to. Believing that gay people are under attack because a lot of people don't think women can have penises, that sort of stuff. So is this? It's even on a script level. It's past his prime, right? It's playing on tired things that he's done a lot before. It's that he's not pushing in new ground. And you can tell that. And he thinks he's pushing new ground with having Doctor Who in a fucking dress. For no apparent... I like... Bit of cat hatred in there as well. Which I don't get. I get... Just like everything's so tonally off. Right? Like just everything's bad. What's his name? Varada Seafood certainly looks very good. Plays the character well, but the character's not a very likable one, right? It's a character who's just fucked off all. It's like it's somebody you don't want to be around. Like Rose, beyond being very fuckable, you wanted to be around her. She seemed like kind of a laugh to hang out with. Like Joe Grant, that'd be kind of crazy to hang out with. Would I want to hang out? Oh, look at it, by the way, it's the middle of Passover, the beginning of Passover. Everything's weird for me anyway. That's why this is on Sunday night, which feels like Saturday night to me. Oh, I've been offline for 48 hours. But Passover, you don't have any of your normal. You have to. Oh, God, it's so fucking complicated. It's like trying to explain the Blinwich limitation effect to somebody who's never heard of Doctor Who before. It's like, really? No, fuck. No, I'm not going to. Or the cloister belt, right? There's so much you got to unpack. Anyway, it's the Jewish holiday Passover, right? I've been offline for 48 hours. And this is as quick as I can do it, right? Your any grain product is verboten. None of that. And any vessel that has been used for grain products, which is everything, all your knives, your forks, your spoons, your plates, your glasses, and cups. So my normal coffee cup has been packed away for Passover. What you do, you pack them away, and then you sell them to a resident non-Jew. And then if he doesn't complete the payment by the end of Passover, the stuff all reverts back to you. That's a long-winded way of saying, that's why I'm in a paper cup, baby. I'm in a paper cup for my coffee. And I don't even have a water bottle. I just have a bottle of water, right? So, let me just fill up my cup. Because we had a lot of people around, right? I got designated this cup. Good tea on. Why does it says tea? Not for Tzvi, which is my name, right? Not for the rabbi from another planet, which would be apt. No, it's for Tati. That's the Yiddish word for daddy. Oh, man. Yeah. So it's been a big family time. So I've had incredible food for the last 40 days. Anyway, I just want you to know my headspace is in a very different place from yours. And I came out this 48 hours offline to watch Doctor Who, right? To watch Doctor Who. Well, whatever the bullshit is they say is Doctor Who, it bears no fucking relationship to Doctor Who whatsoever. I mean, this is not hyperbole. Like, Judy Gartner is horribly miscast. Cannot pull off the role. Doesn't have the acting chops. Been told he's brilliant. Just comes. I mean, look, I don't know. Okay, here's Carl's on my table. On the table. Carl's on the table. Maybe I'm just so fucked off with him. He irritates me. His every movement irritates me. Right? It could be that. Or maybe he's just irritating. Like once that veneer of charm falls off, you're like, he's like nailed on a fucking chalkboard. I mean, honestly, did they shop around for the only black actor without any gravitas to his voice? I mean, did they do that on purpose? Because it seems like they did. Right? It seems like they did. I don't know why. It's weird. Anyway. God, it hates white straight men. Oh, no white straight man is depicted well. It's all like toxic masculinity and the supremacy of wonderful femininity. Like, I lost count. I should have done a counter. I'll do it next week. How many times I say, "Oh, fuck off" to the screen? Right? I lost count. I go, "Oh, fuck off. Oh, fuck off. Oh, fuck off." I mean, I really, that's what it's like me watching this era of Doctor Who. Oh, and I see the intro's got real Doctor Who. I'm like, oh, that show I kind of like. I don't know. Oh, shit. At the bottom line, it's just shit. Oh, shit to who? I don't want to tell you, mate. Don't want to tell you. It's really bad. Okay, yeah. I think that's the only way to describe it. It's just bad. And it really is. I mean, even Murray Gold's music, he's past it too. It's all too much. It's all too overblown. They're all too impressed with their fucking selves, and they're not delivering. I mean, that's really the bottom line. They're not delivering. I said when I heard the outline story, I thought the idea was a very good one, and I still do. I just think this, me. Our production design's excellent. Special effects are excellent, but very misjudged. which is why it got such an incredibly low overnight rating, lowest ever. Right? I look here. Let's look at the ratings from last year. I'll put them up, and then we'll get into. Oh, yeah, maybe we'll say hello to the people in the chat. We'll get into the episode, then we'll get into the people in the chat. We were. She cried. Oh, wait, I need to open another window. Yeah, I do. Hey, fuck me. Shit. It really is shit. I mean, like, I don't want to undersell this. It's shit. Don't bother watching it. Save you. It's so not worth watching. Oh, don't waste your time, because that's all it'll be. It genuinely, if you like Doctor Who, watching this is it. You know, it's like when you got a bad tooth and you want to touch it with your tongue, right? Don't. Always regret it, right? So the overnight was 2.00, lower than anything. That was the one before the season finale, right? So, me. And they didn't open so big. Their biggest was, 2.62? That was because of Stephen Moffat with Boom, I think. Right? Which I didn't really... Another episode I didn't really like, but at least it hung together. It was far more recognizable as an episode of Doctor Who than most of the other ones. I mean, I'll give it that, but I really didn't like that episode at all. There's no Christmas special this year. So look, this is last year's figures, and it started on a 2.6, and they were on a 2.00. So I reckon it'll go up to 3.5 million, something like that, with consolidated. But if that's where it's starting, we can expect. Well, how much drop off did it get? It started off at 26, had a 30% drop off over the course of the season, and then it had a 25% drop off between seasons. That's interesting. Okay, so what's going to be a 30% drop off on a 20% drop off? So it's starting off at 2. Let's see. So 2 is so the overnights could conceivably go down to 1.4, which would be, oh God, yes, please, yes. Maybe next week. It could go down to like 1.4. I don't know. Is 2 million really the ceiling? Right? For woke Doctor Who. Maybe that there's that many people out. Maybe of the 8 million people that used to watch it, 2 million are woke weirdos. Right? That's certainly feasible, isn't it? I tell you. Anyway, let's get into the deep dive review of the episode, right? I'll pull out, and then when we get to the title sequence, I'll stop and go through the chat. Whew. I mean, it deserved the lowest overnight rating ever. Is it the worst ever? Is it worth an Orphan 55? That's really, God. What was Orphan 55 more recognizably Doctor Who than this? That's a question. Me. No, Orphan 55 was just like a weird skit. One second. Lots of stills. In fact, I essentially got the video file, and we're just gonna keep it on pause. Yeah, BBC. You shouldn't be proud to put your name on this. Let me tell you. Okay, so 17 years earlier is where it starts off, and you see them trying to age them down. So 17 years ago, it's what are we on, 2025 now? So it's 2000. Oh God, now my math is 25 minus 17 is what? 8. So this is 2008. David Tennant is at his prime, right? So you got this pair dating, and you see how they put their hair in buns, they're trying to make you got this pair dating, and he's a disgusting loser, or as they like to call it in this new Doctor Who universe, a white man, right? He's a white heterosexual man, or as they, again, a disgusting loser, right? There's no, right? If only, he wanted to suck Shooter's cock, what's the name of the person? Rogue, right? If only he wanted to do that, he wouldn't be a disgusting, awful man. But There you go. What can you do? What can you do? It's the hand he was dealt. He's a white straight male. He's disgusting. And she clearly doesn't like him, right? So he's talking about the sky, the stars, and he's bought her a star, right? Miss Belinda Chandra. And he says, well, why is it Miss Belinda? And she starts picking away at it. He just bought her a gift, and he goes like, well, why is it Miss Belinda Chandra? Why can't it be Belinda Chandra? He's like, well, are you married? So no, so it's Miss Belinda. Like it starts being a dick about it straight away, right? And she really doesn't like him. Now, it turns out at the end of the episode, he's a total cunt. But we should have worked that out because he's a white straight man. Oh, white straight man. Bad. I mean, look, okay, it's one thing when it was queer Doctor Who. But how quickly did that go to? We absolutely hate 98%. Oh, no, only the men. We absolutely hate 47% of the audience. And we absolutely hate them. Oh, God. I mean, there's just nothing we like about them unless they decide to be total fucking puss. We hate them. Like, it's so fucking stupid. Right? It's so stupid, it's beyond belief. It really genuinely is. I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you go, oh, that's a good idea? Yeah, it's like again, like and like he would fuck more people. He will fuck less people off by saying we absolutely hate you if you have red hair. Right? Oh, we absolutely hate that, right? And you're scum if you have red hair. Which was okay. Every white male character is portrayed negatively. So anyway, he gives her this gift. He tries to cop off and it doesn't really work out so well. Right? Again, he's just written and performed as a disgusting character. 17 years later, she is the best. Oh, she's the star of the show. Why is it called Doctor Who? I don't. Oh, she should be the Doctor, right? And if you complained about that during the Clara years, well, hang on, Jack. And I have to tell you, when and I think this is renewing my urge. I might actually do this. It's one of my many plans, right? Oh, I've got so many things I want to do. I want to write so much fiction. By the way, stay tuned. I will be directing you to some great original Doctor Who, like really, which is really genuinely Doctor Who, the Dr. Alex stuff, which I'm gonna highlight his episodes each week during this shit show, right? Okay, so now again, she's older, 17 years, she's a nurse and she's the bestest ever. Fuck me, she's so good. She's on top of everything. She's nice to everyone. And everyone's a dick apart from her. And she's being... the TARDIS shows up. Nice special effect for the TARDIS materializing. Out pops Shooty Gatwa. Completely unable to sell us he's the Doctor. Right? Just completely unable to do it. Hang on. There you go. Give me the lovin'. Like, he hasn't got the feedback from that yet. Right? This was filmed before they got the feedback from that. So he's... and again, he's really bad as the Doctor. I just think because he's a bad actor. This is really like Zoolander playing Doctor Who. I mean, he's genuinely shit as his character. I you know, he doesn't convince me in any way, shape, or form. And again, you know, just about every, and you know, I know this is a wild generalization, but it's also kind of true. Just about every black actor I can think of, their go-to thing is having like exuding gravitas, right? Lawrence Fishburne, right? Jeffrey Wright, right? They're so good. They got that baritone, right? Oh, and the guy they got to play Don Warrington, the guy who played Rassilon on Big Finish. Great casting, right? Like if apart from this guy, who minces his way. Let me taste Chandra. As he minces his way through time and space and this hospital, watching her be the bestest ever. Oh, she's so bestest, and she's so ever and ever the bestest ever. And that's how he wrote it. Although, again, I all props to Varad See-Through. I think maybe because she's hot, I can't tell. But no, I'll tell you why. No, she is not a character you hate. Because this is, and she stands out a lot in this era of Doctor Who because she has genuine moral virtue. Which you never see coming from the Doctor. All he does in this episode is fuck up for her to sort things out. Right? I mean, that's really the problem. Anyway, unrecognizable as Doctor Who. He's in a dress chasing after her for some fucking... Why is he wearing a dress? I don't fucking know why he's wearing a dress. Yeah, look, he's in a dress. What? Why is Doctor Who wearing a fucking dress? What? Don't tell me it's a kilt. It's over your fucking knee. It's a fucking dress. Why is Doctor Who in a fucking dress? I think that's a reasonable fucking question. Why is Doctor Who wearing a fucking dress? Now, you remember last year before it all went pear-shaped and fell completely. They'll proudly say, oh, yes, I can't wait for my costume to challenge gender stereotypes. You mean wear a fucking dress? Yeah, no. Oh. I mean, really? And look, he's literally mincing through the ER in a fucking dress. By the way, I haven't found any online commentary about this yet. I haven't had time. I literally just watched the episode. I'm really intrigued, right? The first place I want to go to is Dan's stream from last night, see what the reactions were. Right? Yeah, again, it's really tragic because Doctor Who's been bad for so long. All the new fans that have come out in the last 7 or 8 years are just weirdos, right? Are just like, people that you wouldn't want to spend any time like. They're just like the worst on Twitter, right? But you know, like that's why the punditry I like the best on Dan's channel is Charlotte Shields, right? Because she's very much a new era fan, and so I know she's got a very different perspective to me, but we agreed on so much as well. But I like again, is her thought process is very different from mine because I'm like, you know, we're a generation removed from each other. Right, so it's really interesting to hear her insight. So that's the first one, and I think they're gonna be more charitable than me. I fucking hated this. Doctor Who is mincing through ER wearing a fucking dress. Okay, what else am I supposed to tell you? I fucking hated it. Yeah. Here, okay, fine. So he's looking for. Oh god, he fucks up. I forgot about it. He's trying to get in touch with Belinda Chandra. He knows everything that's going on. And he distracts him and he uses a sonic, but he blows everything up because he's a fuck up. He's Dr. Fuck It Up, right? Everywhere loses power. In the hospital, right? Dude, the hospital loses. All these people are dying. I'm like, why did this and Jodie? Why are they both fuck ups? What is charming about Doctor Who being a massive fuck up? I wish I understood. It was cute when Matt Smith did it because it was mild fuck-ups. They were genuine because he had no coordination, right? And also you saw him being incredibly heroic. Right, okay, here. 1 second. Should I download this or should I just find it? I'm going to download it. It's going to be quicker. All right, 1 second. Go to YouTube. Because I think it's very important to, A-B this. So hard to write when I'm when I'm not saying it out. Here we go. Like, that I managed to do that. I'm reasonably impressed. That was that was reasonably impressive. 1 second. Go to the downloads. Doink. Here it comes. Now again, this is what you need to be able to do to be a cutesy fuck up as Doctor Who, right? Here we go. This.
Sorry, dropped it.
Hello, Stonehenge! Who takes the Pandorica takes the universe. But bad news, everyone. Because guess who? Ha! Listen, you lot, you're all whizzing about.
And again, he's playing it very flippantly, right? But he's got so much more. He's got genuine authority. They haven't set Shooty Cutler up or Jodie Whittaker as somebody who's authoritative. They just told us that he is, right? You have to see. It's the same problem they did with the Captain America, Captain Black Lives Matter, right? The Anthony Mackie one, which wasn't a bad movie, but they're acting like they've already set him up as Captain America. No, you haven't. Right, you took a whole movie to set Steve Rogers up, and boy, did that pay off. And it's not just a whole movie; it's a whole brilliant movie as well. Probably one of the best of the MCU movies. Really up there, right? I think really up there with the best of the MCU. But they haven't set up Shooty Cutler. This again, this was in his first season. I think this very much sets him up.
It's really very distracting. Could you all just stay still a minute? Because I am talking!
Yeah, Shooty couldn't deliver that line.
Now, the question of the hour is, who's got Pandorica? Answer, I do. Next question, who's coming to take it from me?
I so see Jodie doing this. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. All right, but no, again, genuine gravitas, right? And also the music's better. Music's so similar to the one last night, but it's so much better, right? It's so much like it. From the Shooty one, it was like like just blaring. This one, it complements the visuals, and it's still a bit loud, but it works.
Come on! Look at me! No plan, no backup, no weapons worth a damn. Oh, and something else. I don't have anything to lose. So, if you're sitting up there in your silly little spaceship with all your silly little guns, and you've got any plans on taking the Pandorica tonight, just remember who's standing in your way. Remember, every black day I ever stopped you. And
there's no way Shooty or Jodie could deliver this. I would pay to see them try.
then, do the smart thing. Let somebody else try first.
Oh, Jodie ripped off that performance so many times. Anyway, yeah, that's when you can do cutesy dootsy doctor, when he can be when he has some metal to him. Okay, so now she lives in this group house, and everybody she lives with is nasty, or certainly doesn't like. I mean, like, she just has a nasty, shitty life. There's nothing good going on in her life, apparently. Right, and then one night, again, very strong production values, but I think Americans will look at this and go, well, that just looks stupid. You know what I think? You ever seen, now I didn't watch it, I watched the clips of it, the show Community, where they had a version of Doctor Who on it called Professor Spacetime, which they spun off into its own web show, right, which a lot of people really, I think Karen Gillan was in it, right? Anyway, but when it was on, it was really interesting. It was an American looking at Americans loving Doctor Who and not understanding it at all. It was like Doctor Who is. It's called Professor Spacetime. So they show a clip of it and said, and it's very Doctor Who thing. Said, oh no, here come the monoids or whatever the name of it. And it was like these cheesy robots, with like a cylinder with a leg, cow. And it just looks stupid, right? And he turns around and said, "This is the greatest thing I've ever seen," right? So Americans often find Doctor Who unfathomably cheesy, but if you have a good plot to go along with it, which doesn't hate white straight people, I really can't undersell that. It's a really bad idea to openly detest white straight people. We hate you, white straight people. Stay away from Doctor Who. Oh, well, I know. How do they lose with that strategy? I don't know. I'm intrigued to see what the ratings are next week. All right. What's the drop-off in the first week? Drop-off was 20,000. Or was it? No, 200,000. So we'll have to wait and see. I wonder if it's going to be bigger or less. That's going to be interesting. Anyway, so she's still got her certificate from that her boyfriend 17 years ago. Weirdly, right? Because she has nothing good to say about him. And anyway, although reasonably well set up because it's like, plot driven. The big spaceship lands, and they never really explain why, but everything's very, very retro, right? And these, again, she's so hot. I mean, maybe that's her saving grace. She's just so fucking hot. I mean, she really is. So I don't know. Look, and I'm a bit of a sucker for. Speaking of being a bit of a sucker, no, I am a bit of a sucker for that. I'm sorry. I'm like, ooh. I mean, like, I don't want to tell you. Anyway, fine. So these like comedy robots show up and they're very clanking away, and I think they're kind of fun, but I just see Americans looking at this like, have you ever seen Shooting Stars? Vic Reeves, like that. What? I don't. Is this a kids show? I don't understand. Anyway, they never explain why they got big ray gun looking things or why everything's so retro. Not that I noticed, right? They actually are. They do quite an interesting thing with their face. Like their face kind of turns into like an expression of what they're doing. Oh yeah, and then to show they mean business, they kill a cat, and I don't know why. Right? It's just gratuitous and nasty. I thought. Can I get the cat killing scene? No. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Just to show, I mean, why? I don't understand. Like, and they had no point to it at all. Like, what? Why would you do that? That apparently she was looking after the neighbor's cat, and said your cat is irrelevant. I think Nick Briggs probably did the voice. And then Anita Dobson shows up and she's, oh dear, she's a neighbor here over here as well. And then she ends by talking to cameras and pretend like you never saw me. And they take off in a massive rocket ship, and then out runs the Doctor in a dress. Belinda! Yeah, fine. Let's get to the chat now. We're at the actual Doctor Who bit. God, look, all these multiple anuses in space. Here, let me get to the logo. I'll stop on that, and then I'll get to the chat. Robot Revolution. Oh, there you go. Oh, look, the robot. The logo does look good. Can't argue with that. Anyway, who is here tonight? We have Darren M. is here. How you doing, Darren? Thank you for joining us. P.D. Richards here. Is it me or is Belinda Chandra one of the most frumpy companions the Doctor has ever had? Fucking smile, you bad Martha Jones clone. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Okay, who's been more frumpy? Ian and Barbara, certainly not. Well, let's do some women. Women are Vicky, no, wasn't frumpy. Then you have Dodo, not frumpy. Well, they died of syphilis, which I think is very strange. And was it Who Killed Kennedy? I think that's what it is. Or The Man in the Velvet Mask. She got syphilis. It's a very, very strange end to that character. After Dodo, you have what's the name? It's not Polly. Is it Polly? Yeah. What's the name? No, she wasn't frumpy. Then you got Victoria and Zoe, neither of which are frumpy. Don't think I missed any. Yeah, Polly, right? That was it. Ben and Polly, that was Polly. Yeah. Victoria and Zoe, neither frumpy. Right? Then you could say, okay, Liz Shaw is slightly frumpy. All right? Not that much. She has that. I've just watched season 7. Okay, I know what I'm talking about. Joe Grant, not frumpy at all, right? Sarah Jane, totally not frumpy. And again, I want you to point the point. All these people we mentioned though are people who would be kind of fun to spend time with. Yeah, I would like to hang out with Barbara. I bet it'd be fun to have a drink with her. I mean, character, not the actress, right? Or Vicky, right? I think all these people are like kind of nice people to be around. Doesn't say, although she is moral, which is my reason why I like her, this companion. But I don't know. Anyway, frumpy. Up to Sarah Jane Smith. Leela, certainly not frumpy. Neither Romana 1, Romana 2. Tegan's the most frumpy one, okay? The only one closer is Tegan. And she starts off as irritated, right? Who's the pilot of this crazy ship? Nissa isn't frumpy. Perry certainly isn't frumpy. She just fucked off a lot of the time for some reason. Perry, I think I just worked out. Perry, she needs a good fuck, okay? And I hate to be so blunt about it, but look, why do you think she's angry and dressing like a slut constantly? I think she wants to experience what Charles Bronson experienced in The Great Escape. She wants somebody digging tunnels, baby, right? She wants to be fucked for hours on end, right? I'm saying the character, right? And kind of, I don't say the word brought to heel, but once that happens, she'll be perfectly pleasant to be around, right? She has certainly got domination fantasies. I mean, or submissive. Depends on which way you want to look at it. Anyway, Ace not frumpy. Mel not frumpy. Mel nearly frumpy. Mel could be a bit frumpy, but she was too bubbly, right? Grace, not really a companion, but not frumpy. If you're going to say Ace, Charlie, certainly not frumpy. Neither is Lucy Piggin Miller. Fuck off with dark eyes. Now, after that, you just annoy me. So up to Rose, not frumpy. Martha, frumpy, right, but not as frumpy. Okay, fine, we're good. And then Martha, Gavin Tate had a propensity to be frumpy, but she was too entertaining, in my estimation. So I'm saying no frumpy on Donna. And who's after Donna? We're up to then it was it was the name Amy Pond, super not frumpy. Neither's Clara. Neither was Bill Potts. Right, slightly frumpy in a Sideman version, but other than that, kind of okay. All you people you want to hang out with. Nobody wants to hang out with shitty life Belinda Chandler. Although she does seem like a generally nice, decent person, right? Which you don't get often on Doctor Who. So I mean, that really is a bit of a first. Even though she was dating this like evil white man, right? As all white people are, unless they're pussies, right? If they're pussies, I think they're okay. 2 million overnight races problem being, you're right, lowest overnight, not just for a season over, but all of Doctor Who history. Yes. Now again, I imagine it'll go up to 3.5. The magic number, right, is under 3.1. That's really where we want to get to. 1 second. Let's have a look. Doctor Who Battlefield. I believe that is the lowest, even though it's not a fair comparison at all, right? Because the population was much smaller. It was not as protected, but BBC hated it, and they really didn't help grow it at all. Although again, here the ratings speak for themselves. It starts off at 3.1, right? And here, let's pull this up. Come here. It's not working. You go there. Doink. Now pull this up. She cried. Jigger, jigger. I'm on the wrong thing. Hang on. There we go. Now, let's try again. Share screen. All right. So it got a 3.1 overnight, right? Battlefield. That's back in 6 or 7, 9. That's when they didn't preview it at all. But look, it goes up. It keeps going up and up and up and up. 3.9. Oh, 3.6. But 4. It's on a positive trajectory, right? This just keeps going down and down. But okay, so I don't think 3.1 is a fair comparison at all, because they would compare that overnight to their consolidated figure, which will probably be about 3.5. We want that consolidated figure to be under 3.1, because then there's nothing to hide behind ever again, right? There's genuinely nothing to hide behind. Robert Disparate pointed this out, but like for such a highly sexualized version of Doctor Who, there is like lots. There's like lots of these anuses in space. The TARDIS is flying through, right? It's like, and then there's like a massive like cum plume. But yeah, look here. This we could probably get away with. This is a Sarah Jane Adventures level script, less unsub. So anyway, she's on this rocket ship. Why does everything look like, Kitsch 95? They don't explain. They don't explain. And maybe they'll explain by the end, but they don't explain. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to the chat. Got me sucked into this. I got to check out Boldstream's review. Oh, yeah, that's got to be funny. Next week, by the way, I'm back on Saturday night. I'm going to be doing it. So, Sabbath ends. I think about 7:30 UK time is when I'm going to go on. I'm going to do about an hour show. And then I'll leave and I'll join the panel on Dan's channel, because I really want to talk about it with other people. The dog being killed in Makarani was more respected than how to talk to a cat. I know that's Bobby D75, right? I don't. Yes, it's so bad. So I ask in the chat, how does it keep getting worse in new ways? Right, it's worse in new ways. It's unbelievable. Because the showrunner is demented that even Disney wants to. In all fairness, Disney's like backpedaling hard from woke, aren't they? What they kind of like, they got like a ball and chains around them. They can't do it quickly enough. He even attacked Moffat in this episode, so it looks like they're both having a huge falling out after Xmas special. Do you think so? Says PD Rich, because again, wasn't the Xmas special filmed and in the cam done before this aired? Right, I think most of this was right. David Mullins says, I didn't watch this one. I don't hate the series, but neither am I feeling it. Don't. It'll really annoy you, right? You'll find you'll hate the series if you watch it, right? I'd like to be excited by it, but this feels stale. It does feel stale. David Mullen, you are. So that's the thing. It's just Russell redoing things he's done before. He's not pushing new ground. It's genuinely stale. Yeah, that's 100% correct. I don't think they want the audience for anymore. Yeah, they're very confused. They really, again, yeah. This is what, and I wish anybody would listen. This is what they need to do. They need to make a TikTok social media version of Doctor Who in addition to the main show, right? Build the main show like it's always been, right? The main show, has always been quirky and clever. This isn't, right? It's really not clever. And that's a major problem with it. Right? And also, again, it's woke bonkers stuff. But it's not clever, right? It's genuinely not clever. Make Doctor Who like it always was, right? Make real and make a TikTok version that hopefully it's completely made for social media. I think that would really work. Right, in 2-minute bites, right? I think that would really work. And I think that's how you make it, and it's good, and it hooks people. That's how you bring them in, right? Again, pretty much everything, right? You want to get somebody interested to invest more, right? That's essentially it. So, which they're just doing wrong, right? Dr. Alex is here. So after I finish the review of this, I'm going to drink you some real Doctor Who, right? And it's so much more authentic Doctor Who than this. It really is. Because what have you seen? Have you seen anything that looks like Doctor Who to you? There's a bloke running around in a dress who fucks up a lot with some kind of magic clamshell, right? However, Dr. Alex, he's got 3 seasons of Doctor Who. His final one came out this year called season 14. It's a Capaldi Doctor, and it explains that Jodie is, and this whole thing is some weird fantasy, right? That does that in season 12. And look, I'll talk about it when we get to it. But that's if you're missing Doctor Who, it's really worth it, right? It's really, really worth it. Where are we up to? Ian Scales is here. It went wrong when ideology became more important than entertainment. You're absolutely right, Ian. You're absolutely right. Like, why don't you do a good show? You ever think of that? No. It seems Davis is stuck in 2005, 2010. His style and approach hasn't matured. Well, the problem is, again, I think his brain is frozen by, what's called a mass formation psychosis. They think the world's ending, right? They genuinely think that, again, and they genuinely believe it. They genuinely believe that thinking that women don't have penises means you hate gay people, right? How do you connect those two things? I don't know. Right? How do you? I don't know. Odie's here. As a big downgrade from Millie Gibson. Is she? Yeah. Okay. I do. Yeah. I prefer Millie Gibson. Especially in the thumbnail photo. She's excellent there. Jonathan Cox, I'm only up to 9:30. I really got to hurry up. Jonathan Cox is here. As in Mrs. Lisa Perry, how you doing? Someone says, yes, it was stunning and brave to be back on TV. I fix the TV. I see crime and crying. Oh, okay. Yeah, yes. He fucks up, he cries. Yeah. Archie Collins is here. Archie Collins. Saturday maybe Tiswell's day, but today is Sunday. Well, I forgot. Oh, you're right. To me, it feels like Saturday night. I'm confused, right? I am confused. I think, I explained it because of the Jewish holiday. Question. Says Matthew J. Why is it not okay for Davros to be in a wheelchair, but okay for an incel to have his legs part of a machine? Because incels are easy. They're evil, right? They're white men. They're straight white men. They deserve everything, right? That's why. It's the Turdis now because it's as white as a porcelain, and it's. I can't finish reading that. I will get in trouble. I think type already is compromised. Listen, no, this is why I like Dan. Right? Look, I have very strong views about how much I hate this Doctor Who. Right, and I like it for me as a human being, being able to balance that. Right? Yeah, and I like to hear what you like. I fucking hated it. I like to hear you like it. There are no wrong opinions, in my opinion, right? I don't think there are any wrong opinions. Yeah, and I like that. I respect him, and again, I'm fine for people who have different opinions to me. G. Marsh passed away. I'm so sorry to hear that. Wow. Well, no, it's a question mark. We don't know. With 2030 when we have a season 3 box set. They can take as long as they can, and they like making the box sets because the longer they take, the better the technology gets in reconstruction. Why they're doing animations beyond me? Why they haven't employed what's his name? What's it called again? Celestial Toy Maker. Oh, so good, right? I would pay him to do his adapt some big finished scenes. Why he isn't doing that is beyond me, right? So it's so superior to what the BBC is putting out. Yeah, and then if you mix that in with what Ian Levine's doing, and there's other people working on similar things, I think now they could really get seamless photorealistic reconstructions, right? And also you got. Mid-Journey Doctor Who, man, the stuff he's doing is incredible. He's doing a trailer right now for Spare Parts. Like, it looks fabulous. Oh, I'm loving every second of it. So I think G. Mars did pass away. I'm sorry to hear that. I thought Scooty was better, but I really don't like Belinda. Belinda, says Catherine Fee. I really don't. Every look is like coy, right? He's way too coy. Saturday Night TV these days are all very old shows on both channels. Doctor Who has been digging its own grave for at least last 8 years. Yeah, sadly, you'll just know what to expect. Yeah, and that's the thing. Yeah, wokeness kills innovation. I don't know why that is, but it's true. I think because once you creatively constrain yourself, innovation's dead. Jamie Tipton is there doing Jamie. I didn't watch it. R.I.P. Doctor Who. This year, I would say R.I.P. Doctor Who, but this isn't Doctor Who. Sean Crier's here. It's got ratings it deserved. It's got higher, I think it deserves. Anybody raving about this dross? I haven't seen any social media. Dross has the Doctor Who they deserve. We deserve better. Again, Doctor's only attracted weirdos for years now, right? Basically, but says nobody cares if Doctor Who cries like a Karen. Yeah. But his girl said he watched Ocean 55 with his mouth open. It was the military team that went outside everything. Benny! Oh, man. I had thought listening to Will of the Fans earlier, Planet Themselves. Oh, my Bridgerton. It does. Yeah, they literally say that. Right? Does this sort of line indicate what they generally think the world? Yes. Or perhaps they at least how the writers perceive the world through a filtered media. They're just bonkers, right? David Tennant's a real Martha Jones of Peter. It's absolutely. Fanny Cora. Oh, you said hello before. I didn't say hello. Is this flaming Disney Channel? I don't know. Yeah. I really can't work out what's going on, right? Like how this got made, right? I really don't know. I'm surprised he didn't turn gay in the end and had he coming out the TARDIS moment at the end. You know who's a white man? White men are evil. White straight man, they're evil. Right? They hate white straight men. 407169 says, sorry, you had to watch the new companion characters all for her bedside manner as a nurse girl boss. Exactly, nurse girl boss. I'm going to call that. And that's what the show should be called. Nurse girl boss. Means that she would never have been employed as one. The story is sexist and racist. Well, so is Rusty Davis. Right? Sadly. If Go had a set costume, it would help him not. Yes. Yeah, that's again. Every creative decision has been a bad one, right? Every creative decision was a bad one. He's playing Shooty Gatwa, even dresses as Shooty Gatwa. No, I mean he dresses slightly more conservative Shooty Gatwa. It's a huge problem. Melvin Sherman is here. To be honest, I found it boring. Yeah, I was looking at my phone quite a lot, right? That's fair. Where was that? I would. Who's calling me? Hang on. Oh, I think that's my wife. Is that my wife? Let's find out what's going on. Okay. Hello, what's up? I am. It's going to be a while. Do you need anything? Or what? Okay, darling. Well, I'll see you when I'm done. Okay? Love you. Bye. Okay, fine. What am I up to? Weirdos, not the good kind. So, Dr. Alex. Fanny Corey says Liz Shaw wore a dress in the Five Doctors. Stop him! Yeah, I bet he'll dress like Perry. I don't think a modern gay fantasy over this incarnation is better than the 80s teen fan last after Perry. No, I think fan last after Perry is way better, right? Because 97% of the world is heterosexual. Perry isn't the central character. Right, she was eye candy, something for the dads, as John Nathan Turner would say. Right, it wasn't the focus of the show, and she was ridiculously sexualized. I mean, like, I will absolutely agree with you. But again, it just came to me now. Perry just wanted a good hard fuck. Okay, I'm sorry, which is probably why she ended up with Ikanos. Okay, which you can say what you want for Brian Blessed. I imagine him to be girthy, right? Which I think Perry probably somewhat into. Okay, again, I don't like to overthink these things, but I think probably into the girthiness, which is how they what they call their nuptials. Anyway, where I'm at today? Okay, where am I to? I'm so behind. Sean Cryer. I think that scene with Smith was equally ridiculous, but in the other, which one was Smith? No, I like that scene. I'm sorry. I know I hate bullets and throwing himself on grenades. Established the character before this and that's exactly it. They didn't establish the character, right? 100%. And same with Shooting Outward. I don't believe him to be the Doctor, right? Didn't we have emoji robots under Capaldi, but they were way better, right? This is just. It's really not going over new ground. TARDIS Travels is here doing TARDIS Travels. I mean, you can rightly laugh at the 2 million, right? Yeah. And you can say it doesn't matter as much. You're like, yes, it does. Yes, it does. All right? It totally matters. Adam M says, how dare the Doctor scan a DNA? Like, really? What's right? It's not like he fingered you, darling. Right? Like, what is up with you? Like, he didn't go stick his tongue up your arse, which I think he would do if you were a bloke. 407169 says, Rabbi, why do Rusty Eve give the boyfriend male Muslim attributes? Read no tight clothes, no texting after. Because they're insane, but we'll get to that. Making a very valid point there. Paul Jones says it's dead now. This is not Doctor Who. Yeah, and it's not coming back. It's not coming back. Yeah, we are on the last 8 episodes, 7 more episodes of Doctor Who to go. Thank God. Because the Wilderness Years was actually a pretty good time. Right? I like the New Adventures. I like the early Big Finish. Wilderness Years was a good time. Kind of thing that says Archie Collin. Doesn't the title suggest the robots will be doing the revolting rather than being... Well, they did. It was a very sloppy script, right? It's getting progressively worse as Peter. You are right. You are indeed right. No, it really did get... But here's the thing. It keeps finding new ways to get worse in. It's unbelievable. Right? Rusty David kept cutting the budget and getting Moffat to rewrite scenes every 5 minutes. Don't about the Christmas special, that is true. And although they didn't think themselves around, the major problem with that is him spending a year in the hotel. It's just boring as hell. What they should have done, he was supposed to travel around different hotels trying to get to that magic door. And then, well, you couldn't build all the hotel sets. Just build one set and change the logo, right? And you can even have the same person working in it. You could have made it a gag. There's a lot they could have done, right? Where are we up to? Fine. And hello, Mr. Rabbit. So I'm nearly up to date. Okay, there you go. Does the Mr. Rabbit know she's on a live stream? Yes, she does. If I'm saying on live streaming, indeed. Anyway. Fine. We're back, right? And again, I find her very hot. She's been kidnapped by robots. She's on a rocket ship. And the TARDIS is chasing her. And they go for a wibbly-wobbly timey thing, right? Where they took the certificate. That's important. And they say, well, why didn't you go and get, the guy who bought it? It was Alan, whatever his name is. Alan Baggs, I think, right? And the Doctor's chasing them, and and they suddenly go for this thing we see in all the thing, a wibbly wobbly, timey wimey thing, right? And it screws things up, and so they land on the planet, and again, all this is seeing the Doctor has fucked up massively, right? They're met with this woman, and they say, "Oh, we are servants of our robot overlords. Help us!" Right? Basically, the robots are taken over. Again, I wish I hadn't said why everything was. I like that it was kitsch, by the way. I think that I think this is fun. I wish they explained it, right? The design aesthetic, which again I think is fun. I don't know, but I just imagine Americans looking at it and go, "What?" Because it does look stupid, right? I really don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, they say okay. They say that because they're from the planet the star was named after, right at the beginning by a nerdy boyfriend, evil white man, evil straight white man, and so this is the planet. This was that star, and the AI overlord has come to claim her as the queen because it's her planet today, and they're met by this subjugated human and said, "We must obey our robot overlords. Do whatever they say." Right. And she says, "Help us!" Like tries to send a bit of a secret message, and then we introduce instead of gadget, which was one of the most annoying things of Waters of Mars. All right, let me see if I can get to it again. Doink. Yeah, this floor cleaning droid, which again made a plot point. It's just annoying and stupid, frankly. Right, scrubby, right? That's what it does. They scrub the floor, and then you see Shooty Gatwa is in the entourage, waiting for her to go and sit in her throne. 1 second. And again, look, she does a good job acting, right? She convinces me she's in that situation. But you see Shooty, and again, God, he always looks so smug. And like, I believe the woman, I believe the other woman, I believe the other woman, I believe the bloke. I don't believe him. Why is he like got that smug little weird, self-assured smirk? I don't understand. Right? Does he use it as a flashlight? Probably. And that's what you get from that. Again, it would work if you had established the character, right? Genuinely, it would work if you had, established the character. They haven't here, right? They really genuinely haven't, which is a massive problem. And again, stay with one point. One of the big reasons of that is the lack of a costume, right? And this would be so much better if he was out of costume and he had a costume, but he doesn't have a costume, right? So they tell her to sit in the throne, and then they get the archivist. They said the AI loves her; she's going to make her the queen, and they want this is the AI. And they say essentially because she has that certificate, and they say they're going to fuse her. They essentially make an android version of her. And she's like, "Well, I'm not really up for that." And then this woman steps up again and calls up the official historian to explain to her what's going on. And the official historian is again. This is another bad creative idea. Right, is Shooty Gatwa, right? I would say Doctor Who, but no, it's Shooty Gatwa. Because this is nothing like... Yeah. So he's got this here, one doink. Oh, that was really a perfect picture I had of him just now. There you go. Really? Oh, that kind of... Oh, man. That like acting shot. Ah, come on! It's at 1301. Okay, there you go. So he gives her a secret message. Every 9 words, they explain it, but I didn't really understand it. I didn't really care. The robots can't hear. So he's telling the history, and every 9 words, he gives another word of this message. And then they have to play it back again so it makes sense. It's a really bad idea, right? Because people wouldn't be able to keep up with that. Genuinely. It's anyway. And he says essentially he's with the rebels. He's been there for 6 months. And so at this point you realize, and it's really cool. Do you remember Laura Dern's character in you probably don't want to erase it from your memory. Laura Dern's character in what's that awful Star Wars movie, The Last Jedi? Right, where she fucks up and gets the entire revolution destroyed. Essentially, like they end up hiding on a planet and surround. Like she just fucks up and fucks up, right? So he's been with the rebellion against the robot 6 months, and he's an absolute loser. I mean, like, excuse me, Sylvester McCoy's doctor would take care of this in 10 fucking seconds. You hack in the mainframe or whatever and be done. These are like no other doctor would find this a problem. Maybe Jodie. They'd be like, oh, I keep up. Oh, I don't know what to do. Oh, I keep up. Capaldi would do it in between sips of tea, glaring around the console. Right? Matt Smith would do it by like shaking his Sonic and as they stop off. Like this, and like David Tennant would probably be a bit annoying. Eccleston's doctor would take care of this in a second. As like none of them would take 6 months and get nowhere, which is what happened. Right? But he says he was waiting for her. So as McCoy's doctor would take care of this, Colin Baker, Peter, all of them in an afternoon. It's not like you're facing Zoanon. Who am I? No, it's not. It really isn't. I mean, like, how this is the ultimate foe for Shooty Gatler's doctor, it's fucking beyond me. It really is. Like, how? Like, so he's been there 6 months, like, waiting to get to her and fomenting revolution. And, like, why is this revolution still going on? Right? And he gives her a secret. Again, lots of, like, I mean, really? Is this really just a gay masturbatory fantasy? Because it seems to be that to me. Again, I find this a bad creative idea because it doesn't convey the idea well. Every idea is bad, great. Oh, Dad, how are you doing, Dad? I was saying you were probably more charitable than me. Fine. So, again, why are you small and so fucking smug, Shooty? Yes, we agree. Belinda is very hot. That we have. Everything else. Oh, man. I just did like. I see really no connection tissue between this and Doctor Who. Okay, so it turns out all these people are in the rebellion with them, and they're like, and he's like, again, why are you smiling? Because spoiler alert, he's about to get everybody killed. Right? It gets smirking, and they attack. Right? They attack the robots to rescue her, and basically everybody gets killed. Right? And apparently this woman's been his companion for the last 6 months, and she gets killed. Right? Because he's fucking useless as a fucking doctor. I mean, like, how are you so fucking? Oh God! Again, another massive incompetent. Who was it described? I think. Somebody early in the chat, and they really nailed it. Let me see if I can find that comment. It was Bobby D75, Alpha Companion and Beta Doctor. Absolutely, Alpha Companion and Beta Doctor. That's exactly how I would very much agree with that. So he gets a companion killed because he's a fucking moron and a fucking stupid pan, and he can't beat a fucking AI. Like again, like what's the point of your weird sex clam sonic screwdriver? It can't fucking do that. Oh, and he's so useless. He's so useless. So they're no, and so they run away, and a few of them get out. And the little scrubby robot thingy, right? And they beam out. Yeah, scrubby robot comes with them. And they make it to their secret base. And again, this has been going on for 6 months. Fuck me. Happiness Patrol happened in one night. Are you kidding me? Right? Like, I mean, like, how long did Face of Evil take? Let's think. Doctor turns up. I think it's a day. Maybe 2, because they there's a bit where they where the doctor blacks out. That could have been a day, but I think the body of Face of Evil takes place in a day, whereas essentially he's fighting, an AI. It's yeah, okay, fine. And he's just fucking useless. And he's just really bad. Goes down a bit of a cry because the companion got killed because he's fucking useless. Right? He is a twat. Dr. Twat. Oh, God, I will cry. That's going to miss me acting. Oh, look at me actor. Oh. How about not being a fuck up, Shooty? You ever thought of that? How about that? I mean, how about being a goofy little fuck up? Is that fun? No, because people get fucking killed. Oh, God, I hate this shit. Anyway, he turns the robot off. Not robot. Yeah, because the robot's going to share the location to the AI. And so he goes and looks around. And basically, everyone's injured. And she takes charge, right? She changes the drip on someone and fixes someone's elbow. And, like, she's just Dr. Girl boss. Right? Let me see if we can find that. What's it? Again, I haven't got it right again. Oh, so G must do password. That's very sad. I could have put it right again without speaking, which is very hard for me. Oh, come on, where is it? I'm spelling it wrong. That's probably why. Is this the one? No. Oh, I wish I could find it. Oh no, it's here. 1 second. It's this. Okay. Now I remember what it is. Okay, fine. Let me down. Okay, this is worth it. The detour, because I think this is who I think they want to say is the you want to relate to, right? This is the type of person that they're saying that this character is. Hang on. Oh, save it in. This is what, but I warn you now. This is one of the most excruciating things that you'll ever see. Doink. If you haven't already seen it. So remember, like a couple of years ago, all of America's internet went down, right? Because some upgrade was rolled out badly. These are the people that did it. Doink. I must be doing the wrong thing. Yeah, file. Doink. Finally found it.
Boss and a mini, Gen Z boss and a mini, itty bitty titties and a bomb, itty bitty titties and a bomb. 5'3"
Yeah, okay. This is the girl bosses, right?
5'3" and an attitude, 5'3" and an attitude.
And they destroyed banking for a weekend, as I recall. Doctor says Frank spent some normal wisdom. If only he was so charming, right? If only he was so charming. Oh man, Dad's been getting the shit beaten out of him in his notifications. Listen, he's allowed to see good in it. I want to tell you. I mean, again, we agree on the main point that Verasa Caesar is very hot.
Hours, okay.
All right, so yeah, so he's doing fucking around and looking smug. You've been there 6 months, Shooty, and this is still going on. Every other doctor could have done this in their fucking, in their sleep. Oh, they got she fixes somebody's shoulder, and they got these like X-ray blankets. He says 10 years ago this started. And there's something wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, and she says, "Well, what am I sick for?" That's what they were saying that the spat that's having with Moffat. Okay, honestly, Russell, the only person who's written anything that people generally think vaguely looks like Doctor Who in your new queer era is Stephen Moffat. Maybe you want to stick close to it, right? The robots in the story really give them the vibe of Daleks at home. He says he shows he has 2 hearts. Anyway, so when they get close to the planet, they go back in time, and he's been trying to fight the revolution, right? And then we have another toxic male who makes bad. Again, every white male is presented poorly, right? He's a he's a warmonger and he's like and so he meeting with him. Oh wait, he also gives it a hard time. He said, "I hope you're worth the sacrifice." No, it was shooting that made the sacrifice of all their friends getting killed. So she realizes it's her fault. It's something to do with the her certificate, right? It says the very same certificate exists the AI has that certificate and she has a certificate. They're the same thing in different points in space, in different points in time, and they're coming together, right? Which is not good. So they're being bombed, and so she goes to get that cleaning robot and turns it on. So they'll be able to the robots will be able to track them and find their location, which is exactly what happens. But then she's clever and feminine and says, "Nobody fight. They're just here for me. I'm not going to fight like a toxic male. No, I'm going to be feminine and clever." So they get taken to the AI, right? And again she bitches again about being called the planet called Miss Belinda Chandra, right? Oh, the robot says, "Thank you for saving me," essentially, because I'm a clever woman. Oh, feminism is the best. Oh, everybody loves a bit of feminism. Yes. Oh, anyway. And they bring the doctor with her because they actually give a reason for it because he's the archivist now, and he has to witness it. So she's off to give herself up to the AI, and again she bitches about being called the place called Miss Belinda Chandra, and the AI says, "Are you married?" Like the boyfriend said, and she says, "Wait a minute, that's exactly what my boyfriend said, right?" And it turns out the AI generator is really her boyfriend. Dun, dun, dun. Now, it's okay, though, because what happened was that she said when she was being kidnapped by them, they should go and get him, right? Which they did, but because there's like a weird timey rift thing going on, he's been there 10 years longer. And when they got him, they converted him into like this... cyber person-y thing, right? And he's like, "Yeah, this is awesome," right? And he was very, very happy to do this, because he got to as an outlet to his toxic masculinity, right? He got to be able to kill everyone and start a war because and then at some point they it's not yet. They explain because he's an incel. And he explains like he was always an arsehole when they were dating as well. And somebody very rightly pointed out, did the scene of them dating? Oh, it's wait. That all the rules he gave her when they asked get married. When was this? Where was it? Come on. Oh, this is it, right? He gave her all these rules when he proposed to her and gave her all these rules saying no texting after 8 p.m. and stuff like that. These are essentially Muslim rules, right? Again, why do they think white straight people are this evil enemy, right? No, it's the Pakistani rape gangs, generally speaking, right? I would focus on that rather than white straight people, right? It's just, I don't know. It's just insane. So anyway, and so he was always this evil arsehole, right? And he's an awful incel. I mean, it looks very good, but because he's evil, and now he's given the power of the planet. He used it to bring war because that's what toxic males do. Is he Andrew Tate? No, he's one of the people who subscribe to Andrew Tate. Why did they subscribe to Andrew Tate? Because of Shooting Gatwa. 100% because of Shooting Gatwa's Doctor Who. So anyway, so he uses the this cleaning robot, which Belinda saves because she's stunning and brave and feminine, full of feminine wisdom, to pass her the certificate. And he also has a certificate. So the two things touch, boom, right? There's a big paradox. So the reason the robots killed Belinda was because she sent them back to kidnap her ex. That sent her back to kidnap her. Yeah, it's a paradox. That's what probably calls a rift thing. Exactly, right? So then you got this really weird moment when they have both the two versions of the same item touching, right? And they have this like really kind of trippy sequence where they see all these like things that don't really make sense to them. They see the whole life of what's his name, the incel guy. Sorry, that was Archie Conley who just said that. Asked me that, the incel guy, and that made him disappear. Okay, so then we have what's a normal scene at the end of like a Doctor Who where they say goodbye, everybody. I hope everything works out well, right? And he's saying, she's saying, can you get me home? And we know basically what happens now. Again, the evil toxic man. I think that was in that weird trivia bit they actually used. They said planet the incels. Fuck off, Russell. Oh fuck! I mean, just really, is it really such a terrible crime to be white and male? I mean, really? I do not know. 1 second. Let me put up the thing. It's so hard typing without speaking. Doink. There, we'll pull that up in a second. There we go. Anyway, goodbye, everybody. Again, why is this always so fucking queer? Okay, and he's awful. Again, he's really awful in this role. Horribly miscast as a gay masturbatory fantasy. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, speaking of gay masturbatory fantasies, where is it? I got to find that bit again. And there's a bit where he does like a high kick, and yeah, I mean, really. I mean, look at that. Why is that lustful stare at this guy with his big biceps? How is that okay? Like it. I mean, it's okay, but it's not Doctor Who, right? So she goes in the TARDIS, bigger inside. She's amazed, and she's like, "But this set is shit," right? So he says, "Fine," and she says, "You're an evil person. You've scanned my DNA without permission. Just take me home." Right? So he goes, "Okay then," and he's like, he wants to find out what the whole thing is with her, and then they reference Boom, a character she played in Boom, and say, "Look, there's somebody with the exact genetic match. We got to work out what's going on." And he says, "Fine, take me home." Takes her home, boom, and it keeps failing. Right? He's not able to do it, which is again we've seen in all the trailers. And he's like, "Okay, I'll take you home, but it's going to be by a more scenic route." Essentially, which again, I think the idea of having a season arc is good. So if they say, "Look, I can't get you home," so we're going to more scenic. And then as they say that, because he this is what happens when he tries to go to, was it March 24th, which is the ultimate episode, goes to the space and Earth isn't there, and then they leave, and you have all this Earth stuff floating around as and it's March 24th, May 24th, I should say, the Earth's been destroyed. You also had the certificate. So again, it's got a strong. It's set up oh, she smiled. Well done. It's set up a season arc at last, right? And it seems to be a much stronger season arc than last year. But fuck me, it doesn't work when you got a mincing fucking, a useless guy playing the Doctor. I understand. You want to have a female Doctor? They cast one of the worst actors I've ever seen, right, as a Doctor. You want to have a black Doctor? I'm fine with that. Most people are. Him written like this? Oh, it's atrocious, right? It's genuinely atrocious. It got the ratings it deserved. Here, let me pull this up for a second. Doink. Right, this is what Doctor Who is supposed to look like. Now, doink.
What are you waiting for?
Just touch these two strands together, and the Daleks are finished. Have I that right?
Do you really see Ncuti Gatwa being able to make the speech? Honestly, like he was doing like high kicks and I would stop and show it to you, but I'm wondering about getting copyright zapped, right? But yeah, he would totally like it was the weirdest shit. Oh God, it's nothing like Doctor Who. This is what Doctor Who is supposed to look like: intelligent, exciting, believable, with consequence. But again, and like real moral clarity and depth to it, right? Again, which that's the only thing going for other than being super hot, for the companions. Belinda, right? That she's a moral person. She takes responsibility for saying, "Go get that guy," and and then like this whole everything that happened that she took personal responsibility for. I thought that was really good, right? I really did. What's that? N. Corning says Dr. Joe was the first black doctor. Who's Dr. Joe? What? Who's Dr. Joe? I'm really confused. Archie Collins says we're right to be cautious. The people are all they want all this conversation closed down because they know they got a turkey, right? They totally know they got a turkey, and it really is a turkey. Look, they would have done better. Joe Martin, that's cool. I think they would have done better getting Dominic Martin, frankly. Anyway, again, this is what Doctor Who's supposed to look like.
To destroy the Daleks, you can't doubt it.
But I do. You see, some things could be better with the Daleks. Many future worlds will become allies just because of their fear of the Daleks.
It isn't like that.
But the final responsibility is mine. Mine alone.
I want to say, yeah, you're right. She was the first black doctor. I agree with you.
Listen, if someone who knew the future...
Look how he's sweating.
Pointed out a child to you and told you that child would grow up totally evil. To be a ruthless dictator who would destroy millions of lives. Could you then kill that child?
We're talking about the Daleks, the most evil creatures ever invented. You must destroy them. You must complete your mission for the Time Lords.
Do I have the right? Simply touch one wire against the other. And that's it. The Daleks cease to exist. Hundreds of millions of people, thousands of generations can live without fear, in peace, and never even know the word Dalek.
Then why wait? If it was a disease or some sort of bacteria you were destroying, you wouldn't hesitate.
Well, actually, that's not true. A few years later, he did, when it was, what's it called again? Invisible Enemy.
If I kill, wipe out a whole intelligent life form, then I become like them. I'd be no better than the Daleks.
Think of all the suffering there'll be if you don't.
Again, this moral clarity to this depth, right, is so unusual for television, let alone children's television, which is what this essentially was.
Do it.
Doctor!
Yeah, no, there's another way. If you want to see what happens if you touch things together, Big Finish had to say a couple of box sets of that. It's with Colin Baker playing the War Doctor. Right. Here, one second. Where am I looking for here? Doink. Do that here. Let me check the screen. So again, if you want to hear real good Doctor Who, original Doctor Who, that's like feels like Doctor Who, experience it. Head over here, Dr. Alex's channel. He's written 3 seasons, 3 books of extremely good Doctor Who, I would say. The first season is very much like a Russell T Davies 13-part episode. Some 2-parters, I think 1 3-parter, and individual stories. it acknowledges Jodie's appearance, right? Jodie, but then reverts right back to a Capaldi Doctor, and it really works. So he has it as book. You can buy it as a book on tape. You can buy it as a book, right? You can listen to it free here on the YouTubes, right? So that was season 12. Season 13, he tried doing one continuing narrative, and that for me was the best one. I thought it was brilliant, right? So season 14, he's doing something different. He's writing he's Chris Bouchering it, right? He's doing the beginning and the ends of the season, and then he's having other other authors come in. So season 14 playlist. Hang on. Doink. Yeah. So this is the playlist. What's the first one called? Definitive article. Let's go back here. Right. So let me show you the link. Doink. So the where was it? Let me close this ad. Doink. No, I don't want to go back to it. I wanted to close it. Leave it alone. No, I don't want to do that either. Is that it? There you go. Anyway, yeah. Season 14. So season 14, it starts off. In the second season, I think you had Alpha Centauri in it. From the Peloton stories. Really quite good. But so there's several versions you can listen to. There's ones where he performs, which I find really, really cool. I find myself watching them because you do get sucked into them. There's some where he has AI Peter Capaldi reading them. Also, I find this whole thing very, very engrossing. So the first two episodes, there's a two-parter. It's called The Definite Article, and they're wrapping up this massive story in from the second season, and it goes to the planet of Alpha Centauri. And it's got it feels very much generally on Doctor Who, but it's having fun. It's having a lot of fun with it, and it's putting it in a very Douglas Adams, very, very obviously Douglas Adams-esque universe, where he's referencing stuff from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and making them seem like imagining what that will be as the real, with the Capaldi Doctor walking through it. I think this is one where Capaldi gets mistaken for a god or a prophet. I can't remember which, but it's very good, right? And Alpha Centauri is having rough times. It's a lot of fun, right? And again, it feels so authentically Doctor Who, which I just couldn't say about the Shooting Gatwell one. I really good. Also, by the way, he's got great AI. Tim Burton reads The Time Machine. And coming out soon, he's got James Earl Jones reading Conan, which I've heard the first part of, and it's brilliant, right? It's genuinely brilliant. Anyway, man, for me, it's just gone 11 o'clock. I'm a bit cream crackered, ladies and gentlemen. So the plan is next week, I'll be going live about... what time's the episode air? Let's have a quick look. We'll look at Radio Times. Radio Times. Doctor Who confirms overnight ratings. It confirms. It's not looking good, is it? Overnight ratings. Where am I up to? It's going to be April 19th, isn't it? Saturday. Doink. Who has Blankety Blank? I don't know. That was back. Oh man, it's like a vintage Blankety Blank. So it's on at 7:15. I want to go live before then. Maybe I'll go live when it's on. Still, I think that's the plan. And then I will confirm with Dan. Right, I will confirm with Dan. See what's going on with him. Anyway, I was going to say, to me it feels like Saturday night. It's like so. I'll be back on Tuesday. Right, I'll be back on Tuesday. And I don't know what to tell you. It's like, thank God this is being cancelled. Oh, I'm really, really happy it's being cancelled. And I firmly believe it is. I mean, like, the ratings are abysmal. 2 million overnight, really? Right on their season premiere. And with all them, and there's obviously been a ton of money spent on it. It's just, anyway, so yeah, when I'm back on Tuesday, we'll go over the reviews. and the feedback, the blowback, I'm sure they're not going to be good. Anyway, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to head off into sunset. I'm going to hit the end broadcast button. I'm going to hit it again. Say good night.